Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna talk about Awakened Olive. She is a finisher, so let's compare her to Cloud and Aang. Yes, I know it is unfair, but since Olive was released last year, then she is obviously less powerful than Cloud and Aang on her unawakened state. Like you can see that her attack stats is not that different compared to Cloud and Aang, but she suffered greatly on her defensive stats. Her base spirit and health are significantly lower than Cloud and Aang. For attack passive boost, she's really good though. After awakening, she can get 110% attack boost, which is higher than both Cloud, who only gets 30%, and Aang, who gets 50%. All of them are double hand characters. Again, after awakening, Olive is really good. She gets 150% equipment attack boost, which is 50% higher than Cloud and Aang's double hand. However, without awakening, she only gets 75% equipment attack boost. Another thing you need to know is Olive's double hand is not a true double hand. So you can't equip machine gun to activate the ability. But this is not a big problem because her on Trust Mastery Word is one-handed gun. For health and spirit, she gets extra 20%, but that's nothing special again because both Cloud and Aang gets more than that. She has paralyzed and confused resist, which is nice, so she won't kill anyone in your party because of confusion. Olive also has 200% faster LB fill rate, but in my opinion, it is not that important because her LB, even though it is nice, it is not groundbreaking such as Cloud and Aang's LB, and like other 5 stars, she has auto refresh. Olive has one unique skill called Mortar Beacon. On the maximum level awakening, it deals 12 times damage to all enemies, which is pretty big. However, because this is a preemptive attack, you can't chain it normally, unless you have others with preemptive attack too. So yeah, Aang has that preemptive attack, so if you have 2 Aang and Olive, then maybe they can chain together. The skill used at the first turn of the battle. However, if Olive dead and resurrected, she will recast this skill. The thing you need to know is after being used, the attack will still attack the enemies even when Olive die, okay? But if you revive her before the Mortar Beacon hits the enemies, then the turn count will be reset, okay? So for example, if Olive doesn't die, Mortar Beacon will hit the enemies on the 3rd turn. But if she die and you resurrect her on 2nd turn, the Mortar Beacon will hit the enemies on the 4th turn. But if you don't resurrect her, the Mortar Beacon will still land on the 3rd turn. Knowing this, you don't want her dying and resurrect her before the Mortar Beacon hit the enemies because she will reset, okay? So this means you can't use Auto-Rise to spam this skill. Sure, Olive's animation will launch the Mortar, but on the 3rd turn, you will only do 1 Mortar Beacon, okay? So even on the 1st turn, she do maybe 5 Mortar Beacon animation because you kill him, you resurrect him. I mean her, okay, not him, sorry. But still, you can't stack this, okay? Yeah, so stacking doesn't work. If some of you have a way to bypass this, then feel free to leave a comment Just remember to wait mortar beacon to land first if you want to auto raise her, okay? Enough about stats, let's talk about her awakened skills. The first is True Shot. So it deals 7 times damage and it is only 1 hit. So this is very powerful finisher skills. Cloud's Claim Hazard deal 5.5 times damage, and even when Aang's Swift Shot deals higher damage than this, so if I remember correctly, it deals 6 times damage. Remember that Aang's Swift Shot need a setup, and yeah, the attack is not 1 hit. So in my opinion, this skill is the most powerful finishing ability, which doesn't have any side effect. There are other finisher skills which are more powerful than this. For example, Nyx's Desperate Blow, which deals 7.5 times damage. However, it costs your health. The upgrade cost for this ability is very expensive though. It takes 1 million and power crisp. However, if you want to use Olive, then I can say that's totally worth, okay? So enough about True Shot. The next ability is Shattering Shot. This skill is also pretty good. It deals 2 times physical damage, which is kinda low, but the side effect is very nice. First is 60% defense break. It is amazing. Unless you bring Delita, then seize the breaker you want to use to multiply your physical damage, okay? 60% defense. That's more than doubling your damage. And if that's still not enough, you can also get 75% Lightning Imperil. The common number is 50%, so 75% is amazing, especially when you equip her with her own Trust Master reward. You will multiply your damage and combine with chaining, boom, insane damage. Also, remember that she can also imperil fire element. Yes, it's only 50%, but nice if the enemy has super high lightning resist. You can simply switch to fire element. Just make sure you don't equip her Trust Master reward if you meet enemy like that, because that means you will have dual elemental setup. This skill awakening cost is also good, okay? You don't need power or support crits. You only need black crits, which is not used that often. But if you have maybe 2 Transtera, maybe you have run out of that black crits, okay? The last is her LP, so it is not that special. It deals damage randomly. If there's only one enemy, then it deals about 6.5 to 8.9 times damage, which is, yeah, nothing special. It may become good AoE attack though. Her strongest AoE attack only deals 1.4 times, so depending on how many enemies you fight, this skill may deal more damage than that. So with this in mind, okay, I don't think you should level up this LP, okay? This is not groundbreaking LP, so just leave it at level 1. So those are all her notable abilities. Let's talk about equipment. Olive also able to equip hammer, but you don't want to do that because it will make you lose 80% attack boost. Her best weapon is Sparky because it has built-in double hand. But if you are on the situation where you can't use lightning element, such as Aigayan battle, then your choice is Arcturus. Luckily, on previous Final Fantasy XII event, you can get Vega Plus. I hope you have that because that's really powerful for a free gun. Remember that machine gun is bad for her because her double hand is not true double hand. The rest of her equipment and abilities are pretty much same like Cloud or Aang equipment. Really expensive Trust Master reward. However, for Olive it may be not that expensive because she can use Bart's Trust Master reward. Cloud able to use it if he doesn't use Revolving Soul. And the thing you need to know is, actually I don't know, okay, what maximum amount of equipment attack boost you can achieve. Okay, for attack boost you can only stack 300%, but for equipment attack I'm not sure. If Olive passive 150%, Cloud's passive, Cloud Buster Trial 100%, and yeah, 50% more from double hand, so that's already 300%. So if you can only stack 300%, this means you don't need additional martial glove. Okay, you can simply use dash earring. Okay, so enough about equipment. My conclusion for Awakened Olive, by far she is my favorite double hand finisher because she has the highest equipment attack boost. And also, if what I just said is true, okay, so you can only stack 300% equipment attack. I'm not sure, okay, I'm not sure whether you can stack more than 300%, but if you can only stack 300%, then this means Olive is, yeah, more newbie friendly compared to Cloud and Aang because she doesn't need that martial glove. Her Lightning Imperil is very good, 75%. Many characters need to have maximum level limit burst to achieve that Imperil level, but she can simply upgrade and use it anytime she wants in the battle. Not mentioning that 60% defense break. Okay, in other words, she is also great offensive support for your party. In my opinion, okay, she's more powerful than Cloud because her True Shot +2 is more powerful than Clean Hazard. I know that Cloud's strength is on his LB, but you probably can't use that on every turn. Compared to Aang, it is kinda same like Cloud, okay. Aang's LB is more powerful, but you, yeah, can't use it every turn. Also, this is just me, but I don't like fixed dice build because it is random, okay. So yeah, you may like Aang better, so I got no complaint about that, okay. Everyone has different preference. So the final conclusion here is they are all good finishers, but they have some weaknesses, okay, which are expensive to gear up. And yeah, maybe if you don't gear them up quite high, then dual wield finisher probably win, okay. So yeah, basically simply just use the one that you like the most, okay. Before Awakening, I give her 9.5 out of 10. After Awakening, I think she is 12.5 to 13 as a finisher. So yep, I think that's all you need to know about Olive. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.